Motherhood isn't always easy, yet the most personal stories are the ones we don't talk about often. March of Dimes knows that it only takes hearing one story like your own to know that you are not alone. This Mother's Day, March of Dimes is calling on individuals to share their stories and break down the stigmas that exist around these two common but rarely discussed issues. Joining us now to talk more about this is Stacy Stewart, president of the March of Dimes. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. I'm glad to have you on. I have a guest that is here with me. Her name is Royal, so she'll be joining us because she has a firsthand experience with the March of Dimes. But first, I'm going to go ahead and jump into the questions. Okay, so what are some of the top stigmas women face when it comes to maternal health?
Well, first of all, let me just say that we're really so pleased to be here right before Mother's Day to talk about these issues of motherhood and what it's like to have a baby. These stories are so important. Sometimes mothers are often reluctant to talk about these stories of motherhood or childbirth. Sometimes the stories don't end exactly as planned. Sometimes they end in loss or a miscarriage. Obviously the whole story, all the stories of motherhood are amazing. One of the things that we want to do at the March of Dimes, as we are the leading organization fighting for the health of moms and babies, is really encourage women to share their stories of motherhood, of pregnancy, of childbirth, using the hashtag unspoken stories. Upload a video, tell your story, because every time we tell a story, every time a mother tells her story, it reduces her isolation. It makes sure that she doesn't feel alone. And when other women hear their stories, it gives strength to them as well. So we really want to make sure that everyone knows that motherhood is something to be celebrated, certainly around Mother's Day, but every day. But we can celebrate it and we can support each other when we know more about the stories that many women experience, and they share them using our hashtag unspoken stories.
Okay, and I believe Royal has the last question for you that we'll be asking you.
Yes, I do. Tell us some ways March of Dimes is working to improve maternal health, plus how to join the fight for the health of moms and babies.
Well, thanks, Royal. And certainly the March of Dimes and many of our partners are doing all that we can. Starting with legislation at the federal level, we just worked with a lot of partners to pass legislation called the Preventing Maternal Deaths Act to help make sure that states have the support they need to examine pregnancy-related deaths and make sure that we can develop interventions around that. We also are working on different programs like group prenatal care to make sure that women can access the kind of support from their doctors, but also other mothers to make sure that their pregnancies can go exactly as planned. Between programs and research that we're doing, advocacy, we're doing so much. And by the way, this is Mother's Day, and one of the things that you can do is if you haven't honored your mother, go to marchofdimes.org and look for the Mother's Day information on our website. You can actually make a gift to the March of Dimes in honor of a mother that's close to you, in honor to a mother that's in your life. And that gift can also go to make sure that we can expand more resources to prevent women from dying as a result of pregnancy and childbirth, to make sure that more babies are born healthy as well.
Thank you so much again for waking up early with us. And I would like to add that Royal that's joining us, she is a very active participant as far as volunteering for the March of Dimes. So it's such a treat to have her on. And do you have any words for the president?
I just want to say thank you for all that you all are doing. I myself have suffered the loss of 2 babies. And yes, the stigma around it is very difficult. I was actually 32 weeks pregnant when I lost my child, and to have to labor a baby that would not be living was just such a hard ordeal to take and go through. And so to know that you guys are there leading the charge and helping women with this particular situation is awesome. So I just want to applaud you, and just know that I will continue to support the March of Dimes, volunteer along with my sorority. We go out every year and we volunteer with the walk. But I just take my hat off to you in leading the charge again and helping mothers like myself and so many other mothers out there that have went through something similar to me, like I have. And I also want to say that on Mother's Day, remember the mothers that have tried and that are without children this year. I know that first Mother's Day was very difficult for me. So while you're celebrating your mother, celebrating your family members, remember those mothers that are without children on this Mother's Day.
Absolutely, Royal. Thank you for sharing that, and thank you for all that you're doing with us and for us. And I want to just give honor to you for being so courageous, for telling your story. Every day we have to remember mothers like you. Not only the mothers that have had babies and that are enjoying their family, but also mothers that have tried and continue to try, and things don't go as planned. And Royal, everything that we do at the March of Dimes is in honor of women and mothers like you. So we give honor to you, and happy Mother's Day to you as well.
Thank you.